I never know how to start these. It's always like really weird. Do you know what that means? It means it's Wednesday, which means it's Natural Wednesday. Oh, a new hashtag. Hashtag Natural Wednesday. Hey everyone, it's Wednesday. Do you know what that means? Natural Wednesday. That means that we're about to release a new episode, but before we do, we want to get you caught up on what happened last week on episode 34, Homeward Bound. Let's bandai! Cut to the B-roll! A heavy cloud hung over the Jews as they made their way out of Korhal. They set up camp at the barrier, silently passing the time until their check-in with Ark. In the morning, Philip silently trudged back to the infected city, with Setlali following. He had to make sure he'd done everything he could before leaving, and upon finding two of the infected, he attempted to remove their curse. While they returned to their original forms, they were still catatonic. Nonetheless, he carried them back to the barrier, just in time for the check-in. Heading through the barrier to meet Talia, Liam explained their findings while Philip and Nameless watched the infected to see if they would change back. Unfortunately, they did. After Nameless conducted a quick experiment,
I want to go over and look at Philip. I'm really sorry for this. And then I'm gonna cut off his finger.
Whose finger?
Not Philip's, I'm so sorry. The dude who's the 17-year-old boy.
Okay, because that was gonna be a trip.
Philip rushed the infected away from the barrier, leaving them alive as they rejoined the party. Talia thanked them for the work they'd done and the information they gathered, promising she would keep searching for a way to break the curse. Their mission complete, the Jews began their 9-day journey back to Sested. After 2 days, they came across a farming community of Bayham Hill. It was a cheery, small community of small folk. Small folk, that is, aside from Montauk the Minotaur. As Philip and Montauk discussed the soldier's life, Nameless helped educate the children.
At some point your wild shape's gonna drop, and you can't go back into
I
it.
thought I was no longer. I assumed I wasn't a panther anymore for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
Can we roleplay that
Like
moment
after
of
we
just
sat-
you turning into a human for everybody? Or an elf?
I'm gonna wait till like all the children are like petting me, and then I'm gonna
Now they're all gonna be suspicious of Panther.
Kind of. That's exactly what happens. It's like as soon as you do that, they're like, ah!
boo.
Oh. And they look to Panther, and he kind of is like, you see his ear just start to twitch. And they're like, do it! Do it! And they start to like poke him, and he's just like,
I'm gonna poke them back and be like, do it. Do it.
oh, what? What? And the parents are like, let's go.
The next morning, they set off again, this time headed for Monterey, a city built into the trees. Here, Liam and Clickwhistle met Carlisle, one of the race of Otterfolk named Kership.
It's got this cute little face with these like little whiskers hanging out. Semi-otter-like. And he steps forward, and he has these little, like his outfit in general is very well it's like well groomed, well mannered, and he's got a little belt, and he's got this little like green tunic, and he steps forward. Hello.
Philip also managed to trace a name he'd found in Korhal back to Renestead. That night, he took the information to Nameless, but she wasn't sure she was ready to confront the Bronze Wolves just yet. After Monterey, they were getting ever closer to Sested, and though they passed through the military outpost of Timis, the allure of home was too strong to ignore. It wasn't long before they were at the walls of Grania's capital once again. Will Barlow be pleased with their performance? Have the Kobold children neglected their education? What will they do now that Korhal is behind them? We'll just have to find out next time on The Natural Ones.